Video Hangouts. My name is Charles Carter, and I'll be your host this evening. I want to extend to you my gratitude for you watching Stunt Hangar Video Hangouts. If you're watching this as a replay, I want you to know that I host these YouTube live streams every Monday and Friday evening starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So please make a note of this so you can watch and be part of the live stream. Plus, we have an after party following the live stream, which is sometimes better than a live stream portion. You must be a registered Stunt Hangar Forum member to find the link to be part of the live stream and the following after party. Here at Stunt Hangar Video Hangouts, we talk about building and flying model airplanes, sport flying, competition flying, and what you've been doing lately. To join our conversation, if you are already a member of Stunt Hangar Forum, you can find the link if you scroll down to the section called At the Bench, which is right below in memory of our friends. Now, if you're not a member or if you're not logged into Stunt Hangar Forum, the At the Bench link will not appear. If you're not a member, please register at stunthangar.com/SMF. That's stunthangar.com/SMF. That's Smart Men Flying. That's courtesy of Jeff Riley. You must place a space between your real first and last name when you register. You must also use a valid email address or Sparky. The proprietor of Stunt Hangar will not approve you. Now, if you're inclined to not come in and you enjoy watching us on YouTube, wonderful, fantastic. Please enter your questions or comments in the chat box right over here. I'll do my best to make your comments or questions a part of the show. And understand, sometimes I can't get a word in myself, so be patient. And I will ask our illustrious panel your questions, state your comments. And by the way, you only can do this during a live stream. On the replays, that goes away. So during the live stream, you can do that. But in the replays, you can't. So like I said, I do this every Monday and Friday evening starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Starting at 6:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I see a little glitch in my video, so I apologize for that. If you find the Stunt Hangar Video Hangouts that I host, or the many building videos, contest coverage that Sparky does on our platform, informative and enjoyable, please hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Subscribe and share the videos. Helps the YouTube channel grow. Please consider joining Stunt Hangar's YouTube channel memberships, which start at just $4.99 a month, which is less than 17 cents a day. And by the way, I'm a member myself. I have the $4.99 come out of my own checking account each and every month for 4 years going. And I did this before I was the host. So please support us. You can also use this super chat, which is right below the chat box right over here. Now that super chat feature goes away when you're watching a replay. Look for those three dots underneath the video, and then it'll take you to a sub menu, and you can see super thanks, and hit the super thanks, and that'll direct you to how you can donate to the show. Now, this is Sparky's YouTube channel. So if you want to get in touch with me, the best way to do that is to go to my own YouTube channel, which is called Flying Control Line Stunt. That's Flying Control Line Stunt. Like we fly control line, that's why I fly control line. It's called Flying Control Line Stunt. And if you would place a comment or question on the 2019 AMA National Championship video, which is a video that Sparky shot with his video camera, me flying his beautiful and light Junar XL. And if you do that, I'll receive a notification because that's my channel. So I'll get a notification on my phone and I'll be able to respond to you quickly. Now, when you join our YouTube channel, I mentioned that earlier, what you become is a member, and there's some videos that are for members only. So you better capture those with your donation every month. And plus you'll be supporting the channel. And I appreciate it very much. I want to thank you for your past, your present, and future support. You are making it happen. Anyways, I have Gary Sinclair in the gallery. Thank you, Gary, for coming in. Let me make my way over to the control panel. I see Dennis Adamison is also making his way in here. And let's see here. Hey, Dennis, be right with you. Let me get to the control panel and see what we can do here. That way I can keep an eye on the show, see what's happening. How's my sound and my video look? Sound all right? Look all right?
Look all right, yeah.
All right, cool.
Sound is all right. The video, the video has the same challenge it always has. Let it go at that. All right.
That's true. That's so true. That's true, and in
Yeah,
multiple ways.
yeah, it's the same person. It seems like he's there all the time.
Still the same.
Yeah, I got a warning here. It says my YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain its smooth streaming. So I apologize. You might experiencing some buffering, and it's probably my computer, unfortunately. But we're gonna have to persevere. There's nothing I can do about it at this moment. So hopefully it'll straighten out. Let's see here. Let me do a few things real quick, and then you'll have my complete attention. And that's done. And save that. All right. So we have Gary Sinclair in the chat box. Gary's our first member of our YouTube channel in the chat box. Thank you, Gary, for your support. Appreciate it. And he has a blue wrench. He's also a monitor. And then Dennis Adamison is the second person in the chat box. Get down, get down. And he's also a member of our YouTube channel. I appreciate your support financially too, Dennis. Thank you very much. Both these gentlemen provided a like and said hi. And then Roy Lane, man, we're just like 1, 2, 3. The third person in the chat box is a member of our YouTube channel too. Roy Lane, thank you very much for your financial support, being a member of our YouTube channel. Appreciate it. He says, good evening, like provided. Thank you very much. Then Daniel Berry Sports Highlights says, evening. And then Edward Carlisle, I haven't seen you in a while. Edward, he says, like sent. And hang on one second, get rid of this out of my way. And then Marcel Legrand says, evening, Charles, and everyone at Stunt School. I hope everyone is doing well. Thank you very much, Marcel Legrand. And we're all caught up in the chat box. And let me
Good
get
start, yeah.
good start.
Good
Yeah.
start, yeah.
So how you doing, Gary? You doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good.
Good,
Just
good, good.
spending the time at the rest home mostly, but yeah,
I know. I know that's that is so difficult, and I'm not looking forward to if that ever happens to me. That
yeah.
I'm looking forward
I
to.
hope not.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways, and then we have Dennis Adamison. Hey, Dennis, thanks again for coming in. And what you been up to?
Oh, I actually managed to get out to the field a couple of times yesterday and today and had a good old time and with some good flights today. I think I won the Nationals today on my third flight,
All
but
right.
All right.
So
nobody was there to see it. So,
you had no competition, right?
well, that's it. That's it. So, what can I say? I have to do it again sometime.
Yeah.
So,
So you're flying with the Stooge out there by
yeah,
yourself? Oh,
yeah, it's no fun. But on the other hand, flying by yourself, it can go pretty fast. I just find that I'm actually better off if I take a flight and then I'll come down, I'll prepare for the next flight, and then I'll just sit down and think a minute, rest a minute, whatever else, and not hurry through it. And that seems to help. So if you have somebody else that you're flying with and stuff like that, of course you always get a natural, kind of a quiet time, if you will, while the other person's flying and stuff like that. And I think flying by myself, I need to do that to keep myself from just rushing through it. So
Yeah.
right. The one thing I like about flying by myself is that when I make a change, I get instantaneous feedback
mhm,
from the plane. And my next flight is right away, and I go, that didn't work. That felt a little bit better. No, felt a little bit worse. I get as opposed to when I'm in a rotation of 4 guys.
mhm.
Between that, I make an adjustment. I'm like, well, was it like this? Was the nose up when it was flying, or was it down? It's like you're not sure because time has
Mhm.
Yeah.
gone by, and
Yeah.
transpired, and you just don't know.
Yeah,
But immediately I can tell.
I think you hit that on the head too when you're trimming and stuff like that, especially when you're fine tuning. Uh, once you get past wings level and stuff like that, it's a well, in the last 2 days, I've changed the CG, I removed tip weight, and I changed my RPM setting, and of course, 10 flights, which and I've this is on an airplane. It was new this year, but it's a fairly mature trim. Trimmed pretty, fairly maturely. But it's the things I did all worked better than what preceded it. So got a few other things, a couple of head scratchers that I'm working on, but all in all, and there's a complete pattern being done with every flight. So it's like there's no wasted effort there or anything like that. Uh, so I don't
Which
know.
plane did you check out today?
Well, I've been flying the Gypsy. All right. And I flew it at VSC. It was a brand new airplane then, and it had some trim issues. And I got at Tucson, I got a set of trim conditions on it that got me through the week, but it was really suboptimal. And since I brought it home, I've been able to fix a lot of things, improved the line tent, improved everything basically. And so it's unrecognizable from what it was like when I flew it in Tucson. And really it's flying better than it was even at Brodak a few weeks ago.
Oh,
So
good.
just keep plugging away with it.
So when's your
Right
next
now,
contest?
depending on whether I get the new airplane put together in time and stuff, right now it's probably my primary airplane for the nationals until something else beats it off, beats it out. So,
So your next contest is the nationals.
yep.
All
Well,
right.
there's a contest in Detroit this weekend that I'm still hoping to get to. But I don't know. It's got a lot of things going on here. It's going to make it kind of tough to get there. So I might end up making it a 1 day or something like that. But we'll have to see.
So what's the name of this contest in
Well,
Detroit?
it's in Detroit. It's the Detroit Signal Seekers contest, normally run by Bob McDonald, but as he's still in extended recovery from the illness that he had over the winter. And so John Paris actually pitched in to run Bob's contest for him. And I think we're going to see Bob, but I don't expect we're going to see him do anything except I hope not anyway. You just recover and don't overheat or anything like that. Just take his time. So
Very good. Very good. Yeah, I
yep.
want to give us some publicity to some of these contests. People know there's a
Mm-hmm.
contest, and maybe they can go there. And we still need fans. Even if you can't compete, go and check it out. Maybe you can help. They always need help. Tabulators and
Mm-hmm.
pit crew, and
That's it. It's all volunteer
runners.
efforts at our meets.
Yeah.
Do
So
we is my eyes deceive me, or has caffeine cloned himself here? We have two caffeines on.
yeah, he's
He must be
he's
trying to get in there.
He's pretty good guy. Caffeine. You've done it. There's two of you.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We use the next one in caffeine. So what you been up to?
So it's been raining all week long. So I didn't have the chance to fly with my plane I have, but I did make my own sets of spectra lines. I
Oh,
use
very good.
Oh,
Power Pro.
super.
Uh-huh. Power Pro 65 pounds class. So hopefully on next session this week I will have the chance to test it out.
Good.
So I'm
Anxious to hear
making
how they work out for you. So
what
I'm just anxious to hear how it's going to work out for you. Hope it worked well for you.
yeah I hope so.
It should.
I'm making a 65-foot lines, but I'm also going to make another line length like 62 or 63 foot lines.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like a good plan.
So my P40 with the LA 46, when I set it like wet to it, the lap time is around 4.6 4.7. So with another 5 foot longer, it should give me like 5.52 at the 5.2 lap times range. So should be okay.
Yeah, that is quite a drastic change, though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
Sometimes you got to ring the bell, Charles.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're going that fast, you probably need to do 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. I will test it out, and hopefully it will turn out good.
hope so too. You do. And we
I
have,
got a question.
yeah, go ahead,
On
Gary.
flying, you got your handle, what is it, vertical there.
Uh-huh.
Do you keep that way all the way through your maneuvers, or you kind of turn your hand and follow the plane once in a while? Because I was watching someone fly on a video, it looked like when he come up, they'd turn his hand like that a little bit as he's following the plane around eights or something. Or are you supposed to try to keep it always, like this? Or is it just kind of natural? You do a little bit and you really don't notice it.
I've
I know
had the same.
sometimes. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've had the similar question, like your question, Gary. But for me, I try to at the beginning of my learning process, I try to go like really really straight, as straight as I can. But after 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 doing for many times, and then it becomes naturally like it's not really straight, like it's not really straight, but it's more like following the movement of the maneuver. That's just for me.
No, I hardly ever see any videos of my flying. I see videos of me, my plane, so I really can't say what I'm doing. But
Mhm.
I know I try
Well,
my handle vertical most of the time. It all depends upon the maneuver. Sometimes some maneuvers I will follow the plane a little bit. It all depends. Um, but I'm watching the plane more than I'm watching my handle, so I really can't tell you
see
what
this bit.
exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, this video had him in the middle circle following the plane. So you could see the plane and him flying there. And when he got up, he was turned a bit. And I just was wondering if that's the way you do it, or
Well, let's have Dennis Adamison get his input, and Ed
yeah.
Mosky. What is your take, Ed? I mean, Dennis.
I don't know. I think it's a good idea to, to have your hand in a consistent position and everything like that. But I still find myself in different parts of maneuvers turning my hand in such a way that it gives me a maximum lever towards the control that I'm trying to do. All right.
Mhm.
And, if the airplane's moving one way, if you want to pull the opposite way or something like that to, so, I don't know that I'm not very good at this, and there are pilots who are, but if the airplane's going vertical, it would seem your position of your hand would matter different. It could be different than when the airplane is going horizontal and stuff. So I don't know. I'm not sure that at this stage, where Kathleen is still, learning basic maneuvers and stuff like that, and even if the goal was to go with a perfect handle position every time, I'm not sure that that's the biggest iron in the fire right now. I guess I would
Right.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
concentrate
Yeah.
on doing maneuvers and getting used to the airplane in different positions, and then start maybe working on your personal uh, uh, discipline, if you will, for handle position, and see how that works out for you. But I'm kind of, I guess, where you're at. Uh, I'm not sure that that's the biggest thing to worry about for you right now. I think you're worried about, trying to do maneuvers and trying to keep the airplane out of the ground, and, doing
Yep.
things in a
Yeah.
consistent way and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
That's for sure.
there was a guy when we were starting out flying, there was a Canadian fellow from, I believe he's from the Toronto area. Unusual name. His name was Darcy Hannenberg. All right.
Mhm.
And this guy was amazing to watch. He actually was a pretty good flyer. Uh, but he had the most amazing set of hand motions. My dad actually, I remember he actually took out his old 8mm movie camera, and he got a video of Darcy doing a square eight. And you see this guy, he looks like, Errol Flynn in a sword fight movie or something like that. The handle's going all over the place. But, and like the airplane, he's trying to do a corner like that. You could see his hand going like this, pulling against the corner. So he gets a lot of input, and then up and just all over the place.
Mhm.
I can't recommend it, but I can say that it worked for him. And that's all I guess that really mattered. So I don't know. I am, uh, I keep coming back to it. It's like, you know, there's a lot of different ways to do. I'm not sure that there's anything that we do where you can point out and say you must do it exactly this way every time. And I'm just not sure that that's the right answer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
hey,
You know,
from my experience, from my experience, that if I can remember correctly, I read it. It was written by Ted Fancher, I guess. That you
mhm.
your handle vertical at most of time, but in my case, when I was I was trying to do that all the time, and but sometimes in some maneuver like inverted flying,
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
was to keep it like vertical, but it always, as soon as I go vertical, the plane keeps coming back to the, yeah, so I have to to put it like this on my handle, and then
Mhm.
it will go inverted level. So yeah, it sometimes uh the answer is what works best for you.
There are a lot of flyers you'll see in inverted flight have a habit of either having turning
Uh-huh.
their hand flat, either palm up or even palm down. And
Mhm.
I know Ted was one of the guys who was really, really strong and having a constant, continuous, consistent handle position and everything like that. But I'm not sure, what I remember from watching Ted is he may have strayed from that a little bit on it too. I remember kind of flying, kind of his hand laid over a little bit
yeah,
and
I've
stuff like
seen
that.
that. I've definitely seen Ted Fancher do that.
If you can
Mhm.
find, I don't even know where you'd find it. There's some videos of Brett Buck flying, and he's the absolute poster child for a fixed body position, handle in the same position all the time and stuff. And he's a terrific flyer. All right. And there's certainly a lot to learn there and stuff. But then I've seen I believe it was Igor Berger has a couple of world championships under his belt, and
Mhm.
three of them, I think, actually. And I think he was one of the, side hand flyers and stuff too. And so
Yeah. Let me allow Ed Watsky into the conversation, to the mix. Hey, Ed, thanks for coming in. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, good to see everybody. Good evening and stuff. I do want to report that I've made it up to 4.5 minutes of flying,
Very good.
and it's mainly because with about no longer than 50-foot lines, I can fly on the side of my house,
Very
hmm
good.
and that so it makes it real easy on a calm day with a small airplane to just go out there and do some laps and stuff. So I was pretty happy with that. My hand wise, I'm one of those guys that's pretty well vertical um, from years ago, but realistically, I would think just like Dennis, it would be something I probably wouldn't think of, and just like you, Charles, it would just be, in your mind you want to do something, so whatever it takes that arm and hand to do is what I'll do. Just like when I started to play golf many years ago, I just picked up the club and just started hitting balls and stuff. Never had a lesson and stuff, and it was interesting. So we'll see. Well, one nice thing was is as I got, and I only quit after 4.5 minutes, was because I never made it that long, and I was curious in regards to the battery life left and that. So even when I quit, I was at I think 45%. So I could have went a little bit longer and that. But what I started noticing was is everything started. I was on 5.5 laps. I had my son adjust the throttle to, and what I was noticing was is everything started to slow down
hmm
and stuff, and I was standing steadier and that.
hmm
But holy smokes, did my body tell me what the heck was you doing?
Yeah.
And that I couldn't believe it. And so I flew beginning of the week, and I flew Oops, what happened?
We're
Did I do that?
We're still here.
You're still there.
Okay, I must have went into sleep mode or something. So I flew at the beginning of the week, and then later on Sunday. Sunday was so bloody hot at the RC field. I was going to fly then that I said, you know what? I can fly at the house when it cools down. And so it was pretty busy, and you know, to get everything out, hook everything up, and get in between everybody, it would be like I might get one or two flights and I'll be out there 4 hours. And that, so we had our club meeting, and I was like, you know what, I'm going home and wait for it to cool down. And it was 92 in the shade and stuff.
That's hot. That's definitely
Well,
hot.
that's
Yeah.
it.
So,
Well, like
but
Yogi Berra said, it was 92 in the shade. That's why I didn't go there. So,
yeah. Yep. So anyway, it's just you know, ready to ready enough now that I'm steady, and also I'm steady on my feet, my legs, the ankle support that they gave me, and doing this, I'm surprised at how much more steady I feel standing now and able to. So man, I should have tried this a lot long ago,
Yeah.
because it's building up muscles that just went dormant for a while.
Right.
And that's so yeah. So it was interesting, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm at the phase now where, you know, and I've done some loops and stuff, but I'll worry about some lazy eights and some inverted flying. I don't anticipate too much on inverted flying, you know, and stuff. But you never know until you get to do it.
Yeah.
And I did tame. I was using a ring rat, and I did do what Will recommended, where I gave it a degree of down and 3 degrees of up, and it really helped. And a little bit nose heavy, so it really helped make it tame to do stuff. But to do anything a little bit more extreme, then I'll have to add a little bit more throw and stuff. So I was using that as an experiment to use it as a training plane on how much throw should you put in and stuff. And, you know, it's basically use throttle if you're teaching somebody, using throttle as far as having them climb and things, and just don't let them get out of hand too quickly, and you should be okay. And that, so Charles and Dennis, I sent you a video that you may want to look at later.
Okay.
I just saw it. I will take a look at that. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's pretty fortunate to have. And it's also on, let's see here, Carl Hopkins Facebook. Carl Hopkins, uh, West Virginia. So Carl Hopkins, WV Aviation Expo, and it's posted there in regards to the Channel 5 interview that I did today. And that, so they were very helpful, and it seemed to go over pretty good. So you know, take a look at it if you get a chance, and at least you get a good laugh out of it.
All right. Cool. Will do. I think
Yeah.
the next person would be Mark Gerber. But before we do that, I want to see your shirt, Dennis. I think there's a Nobler on your shirt. Is that what you have on your shirt?
Oh, on my shirt?
Yeah. What is that
Oh,
airplane?
this is from a few years ago. The I Made to Cut T-shirts, and it is a Shark 45.
All right.
So
Very nice.
let's see, what is that? 2022, 2 years ago.
Made the
So
cut. Wow. Very good. Congratulations.
yeah, they did that for the people who made the top 20. So I was happy with that. So
I bet. I bet.
Mhm.
Very good. Congrats. So let me hear from Mark Gerber. Hey, Mark, how's it going? What you been up to?
Good, Charles. You hear me okay?
Yeah. Hear you okay? Yep. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
No, we had a fun time down at Lynn Boss's on
Oh,
Saturday.
that's right. Lynn's house. Yeah.
So Lynn has what I think is the finest control line circle in the country.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll say, wow.
And this is all poured concrete. It's been there for 20 years now. I didn't believe he'd been there that long, but it's got
Wow.
a date on when it was poured 20 years ago. And it's about probably 75 feet to the outer edge here, maybe 80. It's plenty big. And he's got a concrete center pad, and then there's fabric covering the infield here, and then he's got fabric covering the pit area over here. So Len sent out an email a few weeks ago telling everybody he's going to have a fun fly on July 6th. And come on down. So I made plans to go, and the weather wasn't looking too good. It was supposed to be 10-mile-an-hour winds gusting to 15. But fortunately, that never really materialized. So we had probably about 10 or 12 flyers showed up.
Oh, very cool.
Never did get an official head count, but here's the pit area here. You see John Penny's holding his Firecat here. John's a well-known full-size airplane pilot who once flew the Rare Bear at Reno.
Wow.
And had an airline career and a military career. You won't find many pilots better qualified than John.
Wow.
And he's gotten back into he's always done model airplanes, but he's gotten back into it big time since he's retired. And so he was there in the morning for a while. And here's a shot of the pit area. Tom Chambers passed away at the end of December, and his brother Jerry, who has always been famous for flying these black Stukas, VSC and other contests, bought a lot of Tom's airplanes and just put them on. I don't know if he was trying to give them away or sell them or what. He never really did say. He just left them set out there. So here's John's Firecat. And then here's a Firecat that Tom had built, I guess, from way back when. So
I think I see a Horizon Hobby, that PT-19 from Horizon Hobby. Looks
yeah,
like.
What state is that in?
Colorado. Yeah, Colorado. I'm sorry. And then this is Rich Paradise. Rich is a retired corporate pilot, Lockheed Martin.
Nice.
And back in, I think it was in January, I got this call or text from Will Davis. He says, "Hey, there's this new flyer near you. You got to help him out." I said, "Well, okay. Where does he live?" "Well, I don't know. He's somewhere in Colorado." I said, "Well, that's a big state." So Will gave me his phone number, and he had called Brodax looking for some help. He had this Nobler. It was a top flight kit, and he was building it, and he wanted to make it electric, and he didn't know anything about electric and was trying to figure out what to do. And they connected him with Will, and Will gave him a lot of advice on the electronics part of it. So anyway, I called him and I said, "Where do you live?" He says, "Colorado Springs." Well, that's only 120 miles from where I live. So, but I kept his name, and I think around March he sent Will and I pictures of this airplane. He had it pretty well done by then, and he was ready to start flying it. So I gave his name and phone number to Lynn Boss, and I said, "Invite him up to the event. Maybe he'll come, because it's not as far from Colorado Springs as it is from Fort Collins. About 80 miles for me to get down there. I think it was about 50 miles for Rich to come up from Colorado Springs."
Oh, cool.
But he brought this new electric Nobler up, and he flew it. And he had a little problem. You can see there's some paint missing from the top of the fuselage and the top of the tail. He said he started getting dizzy, so he started flying lazy eights. And one of the lazy eights, he got a little bit low on the pullout, inverted, and the rudder hit. And you can see a nice red streak on the cement over there where it contacted. But it was still flyable, and he told me he'd like me to fly it, so I flew it. It flew pretty well. It's a little nose heavy, and I told him it was going too fast. The lap time was like 4.5. He should slow it down some. So he said he would do that and try to. But he's brand new at this phase of the hobby, and he's gung ho, and he seemed like he had a great time. So
that's great.
That's what
and
this
kid here, his name is True. He's discovered control line flying recently, and he's really gung ho.
All right.
And he showed up, and he spent all day going around and talking to everybody and asking all kinds of questions. And This is Bob Barthel, an old-time club member in Denver, and he hung around with Bob quite a while. Here he's talking to Bob some more in the pits here,
Great.
and he had a ringmaster which is hidden back here. He really hasn't flown. He had a K&B 19 on it, and I had a K&B 35 I still had left over from the motors that Gary Sauter gave me a few months ago. So I gave him the K&B 35, and he was all excited. He said, we told him, you get that on that ringmaster, you'll have a lot better flying airplane. So he was having a great time. His dad sent Lynn a thank you note yesterday saying what a great time Cheer had, and he was still talking about it. So,
Oh, great.
and then Lynn had a flight streak, electric one, and so Lynn took him out and helped him fly it. Lynn was acting as instructor, and he was holding the handle here and handing it off to True and kind of letting him have it for a while. And Lynn took it back to land it, but Drew got, I think, some pretty good experience out of Lynn on how to keep a controlling plane in the air. So, like I said, he was talking about it all weekend to his dad. So, and then this is Ray Nice. I haven't seen Ray for probably 10 or 15 years. And he lives near Denver. And Ray said he stopped flying when the pandemic hit, and he hadn't really been flying since then. He was having a great time. And here he's got his profile plane he's got up there. So it's nice to see Ray again. And then here's what stunt flyers like to do is have lunch.
Oh, that's great.
Lynn and Lori put on a really nice feed here with hot dogs and baked beans and the whole shooting match over here on the side.
Oh, man. Looks great.
The prices were even better than Brodak's. So,
Good. Very good.
and by this time, John Penny had left and he went back to the airport. There's an airport about 7 miles away used to be called the Front Range Airport. And then the marketing people got a hold of it and they changed the name to the Colorado Air and Spaceport. But it really didn't change anything. It's still a 2-runway private field. It doesn't have a lot of traffic, but John has, I think, 2 or 3 airplanes. I can't remember the total. But he's got a Cub that he's totally reworking, a J3. He's got a Belanca, which I'll show you in a minute. And I think he's got a Fairchild as well. So he's quite busy dealing with his full-size airplanes. Often doesn't have time to come to fly with us model guys. And then after lunch, the wind really started to die down some more. And I got my P40 out and put up a flight. And Lynn got a nice picture of it here.
Oh, that is nice.
There's
Oh, yeah.
Lynn flying out the tank, getting ready to land. So, and then the Spolenka showed up flying overhead. That was John. And he flew it over from the airport and flew circles around the field there for a little while. And of course, we all knew who it was. He waggled his wings for us. Lynn went out in the circle and pretended he was flying him control line as he was flying around in circles. So
Very good.
that was pretty funny. And then Lynn got out his P47, and Lynn is a scale flyer.
Nice.
And he's had this plane for, I don't know, 15 plus years at least. And it's taken it to the Nats, and it's a really nice airplane. He's got retractable gear, flaps, bomb drop, I think are all the functions that it has. And so Lynn put up a flight. Here's launching it. Somebody else is launching it for him. And there it is in the air. It looked pretty nice too, coming around.
Yeah.
And I didn't get a picture of it with the gear retracted. He retracted the gear. He dropped a bomb, and put the gear back down. Did some touch and goes, and then landed it. So, and then we had a little bit of a memorial service. Jerry Chambers has the ashes of his brother Tom, and he took some of them down to Tucson and sprinkled them out on the field down there at VSC. And he also brought some to this field because Tom used to fly here as well. We had a little ceremony, went over in the corner, and Jerry took out a handful of ashes and sprinkled them around over there in the gravel. So, and he's going to bring some out to the Nationals and sprinkle some more of Tom's ashes at the Nats. So he's getting all the control line circles.
Mm-hmm.
Very
That's
cool.
nice.
It's a fun job. Thanks to Lynn and Lori for hosting it, and thanks to Lynn took a lot of these pictures. So
Nice. That is very nice.
hopefully we'll get to do it again soon. So
Very cool. Very cool.
Good.
Thanks for sharing those pictures. I appreciate that, Mark. And let me see here. Stuart Morrison came in next. Hey, Stuart, how's it going?
Good.
What you been up to?
Did some flying, not today, yesterday. With my son, so nice to have that. We haven't had a lot of real calm stuff. I mean, you can do that. It's kind of nice to be able to fly and feels like you're actually getting a real practice, and so it was good. I enjoyed it. So, and we're going out again tomorrow. So I think this week we'll probably get out 3 or 4 times maybe. So
Very
and
good.
It was supposed to rain for 2 days, but then it's supposed to be really nice. Actually, we're going to fun fly in Woodstock, which is an hour and a half from us. They invited the guys down, and then on the Sunday, I think we're going to go to Michigan and fly there. So in Detroit area. So yes, lots of flying.
So you're going to be in Detroit this weekend?
Yeah, are you going?
Super.
Are you there?
I don't know if I think I'm going to be there. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to be there both days, but
Yeah, we're going to go on the Sunday because the Woodstock
okay,
is
great.
on Saturday. So should be fun.
Very good. Very good.
Never been there, so it'll be good.
That is great. So we have John Miller up next. Hey, John, thanks for coming in. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I thought Gordy was here before I got here.
Maybe he was. I might have missed it. When someone's sharing, I can't see the gallery, so I just took a guess.
Were you here before me, Gordy?
No, I think you was ahead of me.
Oh, okay.
You were there when I come on.
Never mind. Y'all know where that came from, right?
It sounds familiar. I'm trying to figure out where that came from. Sounds very familiar, though.
Yeah. Today I spent the entire day driving up to Salt Lake at the VA, running a few errands around the southern Salt Lake, and then heading back home. And I just got back home just a few minutes ago. And so I don't have the plans done, what I wanted to get done on the plans completely. But I did get a lot done. And basically I'm playing with Denny's motor box and battery box conversion for a profile to electric. And it's coming together a bit, Denny. But it's starting to look a little different.
Well, I'd say I thought it would be a good place to get you started, but also knew that when you started, making it fit and taking advantage, optimizing it and stuff, you would, clearly be making it your own. So
Well,
just
I
hope it
appreciate your
helps,
help on it.
saves. Just hope it saved you some effort along the way. That's all.
Saved me a lot of effort and gave me some really good ideas. And what I did is on that one, you kind of had kind of an oval shaped at the nose, you know. And I brought it in, sucked it in for actually got a 1.75 inch spinner with a 1/8 inch annular ring, so it's a 2 inch opening annular ring right behind. And I brought the ends in like that on the sides, and playing with that. So yeah, I think it's going to be. I think it's going to wind up lighter than the IC version.
I wouldn't be surprised at that.
Yeah,
Maple beams weigh quite a bit. You get them, what, 10, 12 inches long in that airplane, right? So
yeah. that, and there's a lot of wood there to soak up the vibration,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I don't want it to shake itself apart, so I don't have to worry about that one. I just realized I don't have to worry about painting the inside of the cowling or where the air is going to be going through in there and all that. I don't have to paint that.
You don't
Yeah,
have
you'll find you want to paint it just because it doesn't look right when it's wood, but you know you
Yeah.
want to do something in it. But you'll see that when you get there.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. And I'll get together with you, Phil, later with with some of the stuff.
Good to me. I'm itching to get started on that thing.
Yeah, I know you are. I want your permission, Denny, to send Phil that little sheet that you sent me on building the thing.
Yeah, well, if you're sending it to Phil, tell him he's got to send me $100. All right. So
Hey.
He heard you. He heard you.
actually, I think Phil already has that instruction sheet because I think
I
he
do.
already bought some of those,
2024.
didn't you?
I've already built 2 of the 2024s.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Then
yeah.
I won't worry about sending it to you. You know how to build it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know how to do it. It's
Okay.
very straightforward.
Well, it is, but you know, there's some things that, you know, it's nice to have it there. I mean, somebody
Oh, yeah.
thought to morph it from round at the nose to the square shape, you know, as it goes back, things like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it ended up very pretty. It shapes out really nice. And if you just don't think about trying to keep the square and go ahead and let the round blend back into it, it ends up with a very nice shape.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would think
So
so.
I'm really tickled with it.
Anyway,
I've
so
got one.
go ahead. Oh, okay. I was going to turn it back to Charles because that's pretty much, unless you want me to show any of this stuff, I'm pretty much.
let me get to Gordon real quick, and then Sparky, and then Philip, and then we can do that.
All right.
Hey, Gordy, thanks for coming in. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. We went up to go flying Saturday.
You went flying?
Well, they come and got me and drove me over. I didn't fly.
Three blocks.
Yeah.
So who was there? Who was with you?
Danny, Malcolm, and Brent Williams, and Grumpy Rhodes, and myself.
All right. Did you say
Yeah,
Grumpy Roads? You say Grumpy Roads? Is that what you said?
He threw a couple temper tantrums, and I wasn't sure I was going to have to knock him on his back to straighten him out.
I would have liked to have seen that.
You know, Friday, he brought his tank over. He says he needed another hand. I don't know what for, but I started the back end of it on for him Friday. And then Saturday, when I was getting ready to leave, he got down on my face about a foot away, shaking his finger and just screaming at me.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going, you know, I was giving him suggestions. And he says, "You're not my mother." No, I'm sure glad I'm not. And he got after Brent Williams, chewed him out. So I think he must have had a bad day or something.
Maybe. Man, oh, that's something sad.
Yeah, it kind of spoiled the rest of the day.
I'm sure it spoiled his day too.
It's menopause.
Man.
So John, you was in Salt Lake and didn't swing by Layton?
Oh man, that's another 60 over 60 mile round trip. I just didn't have the time.
Yeah, but so what? You gone 50 miles, what's another 25?
50 miles, 150 miles. And then another 150 miles back. I did 300 miles today.
How far is it from the hospital to your house?
150 miles.
Wow. Well, I'll excuse you then.
A little break.
Thank you.
So,
Otherwise, I would have come by.
Yeah.
You don't need to
So,
get there in a hurry.
Right.
Brent had a modified Pathfinder that George Swanson had. It was really horrible. And by George, he's got that thing flying quite well now. You know, he had like 3 or 4 ounces in the nose and 2 ounces out on the wingtip.
Oh, gee.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know how he was flying it the way he had it. And
Oh.
Brent took the wingtip off, gone under as a drum tool and ground all the weight out of it. And then took all the weight out of the nose.
Oh,
And then Denny stripped it all down and covered it with monocoat. And it looks pretty nice now.
it's flying good.
Yeah, I couldn't believe how well it was flying.
You know, he sent me a picture of your fuselage, the one that got crashed in Northwest Regionals.
Who's
With-
that, Denny?
No. Brent sent me a picture of I built another wing for the Pathfinder 40, the tapered leading edge, the one I flew at the 95 knots.
I know.
I had another wing that I put together, but remember, I decided I didn't want to go with that type of spar we had in there because it would, after watching yours blow up, I realized that wasn't the best way to go.
Mine was a lot bigger than yours, too.
Well, true, but mine, even the one I have now, is bending a little bit. Anyway, so I set that. He wanted it, so I gave it to Brent. Well, he's modeled that into the fuselage, the one that got wrecked up in the roads crashed.
No.
Not that one.
Danny Malcolm got that fuselage.
Oh, okay. Well, whatever one that was crashed that your plane that was crashed, that wing is now in it. Looks good.
Oh, I bet you it's Danny, because I gave the fuselage to Danny Malcolm.
Well, Brent was the one that sent me the picture. So, anyway.
Well, he takes pictures of everybody, though.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that could be. Yeah, because he didn't say mine. Yeah.
He's been working with Danny quite a bit, trying to help him trim an airplane. It's a impact wing as a profile.
Oh.
And I found some problems with it, and he fixed that. And so Saturday it was actually flying pretty good. He had the bell crank in wrong. Instead of being parallel to the rib,
Yeah.
it was about 20, 30 degrees off.
Oh,
So one way was quick, one was quick, and the other one was slow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
he fixed that, and a lot of his problems went away. So
funny how that works.
Let me bring in Sparky. Hey, Sparky, how you doing, Sparky?
maybe the coil's bad.
I don't know. Sparky, you hear me, Sparky?
Yeah,
All right. How you doing?
I'm all right. Is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn, man. Tear it up.
The other morning, John and I were talking about this glow plug situation. So I went on the bay and ordered some glow plugs. Well, I got 10 RC long SIG plugs for $50. So that's $5 a piece. So
Good.
Oh, bandwidth.
Frozen.
If he got you good usable plugs, that was a deal.
Do you use those plugs quite often, Sparky?
every time I go on eBay, I get the biggest lot of rev up propellers. My internet connection is unstable. Can you hear me still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We can hear you. Yeah.
Anyway, while digging through all these propellers, I mean,
Wow.
there's 182 rev up propellers here. While digging through them, I found a whole bag of 11.6 EW propellers.
Nice.
There's
That's
a
worth what
dozen
you
of
paid for the
those.
whole package right there.
Yeah. And a dozen 13.6 propellers.
Nice.
So, I mean, there is a bunch of propellers in here of all different sizes. 13.7, 12.6, 14.6. Just
I
a
tested
shit
12 and
pile of them.
14.6.
What's that?
I'd like to buy some of those 12 and 14.6 if you sell them.
Well, I'm
The
going to sell
12s
them.
and the 14.6.
Well,
Especially the 14.6. The bear, that's what the Bearcat uses, Sato 72.
see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 of those 14.6, or those are 13.7. I don't know. I have to go through. There's 14.6s. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Where did you find all those rev up props?
I was the guy had just listed it. I had to be the first guy to look at it, and I go, just oddball size. I'm buying this, and so I bought them.
Wow.
They ought to be worth $5 a piece.
Easy.
182 of them, but these here, this batch of propellers here, these EWs, ain't for sale.
I
And that.
don't blame you.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's a dozen. I mean, that is a. When I was digging through this box, I saw 12, 11.6. Okay, no big deal. Then I looked at them. Oh, EWs. That was a deal. I basically got them for the bag of 13.6s because you can't get them. That was an added bonus to get the EWs. But there's all different sizes in there. 16s. The little ones are the oh, shoot. The little ones here are 8.3. I don't know what they go on. 15s, I guess. 11.7s. 12.7s. I mean, it was a hobby shop that went out of business.
Wow.
So I scooped them up. And
Very nice.
I got the deal on the glow plugs, $5 a piece. That was real good.
Hey, you're doing good.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
All righty. Thank you.
After he mentioned that he got it, I went on the bay and looked to see what I could find, and he bought all the good deals. Rascal.
Yeah.
I saw 11.6 EW on there. No, just 11.6 today. Rev up 11.6.
Yeah,
I
I
got
saw
them.
one, but I have some of those. But I don't have any EWs. I got one EW. Saving it for a photo prop. Make people jealous, I guess. I don't know. Be scared to fly it.
So what's been happening with you, Philip?
Just working on planes, working on I'm about to get the Vector ready to fly, so I'm working on troubleshooting the electronics, make sure everything works, and so far so good. We'll see what
Them are
happens.
unobtainium. And to
I,
find a
I,
bag.
I had to rework that board because I don't know where you'd get one now. Oh, for heaven's sakes, the timer. It's a KR timer. I don't even know if you can still buy them, but anyway,
Yeah.
I got
You can get them.
I repaired that one.
I think it's Mike Griffin. He just bought. I don't know how recently, but he just recently purchased what Eric Rule had. I think. So contact Mike Griffin.
Keith Reckle comes to the contest.
Yeah. I want to get in touch with Brent Williams. I was hoping he's going to be on here tonight. See about ordering some of his horns. I don't know how to get in touch with him anymore. The number I had for him doesn't work. But
Well, you just got to ask old Gordy, Phil.
Okay, Gordy.
I talk to him several times a week.
Well, ask him to give me a call if he's still got my number. I'd like to have. I need. I need enough for 4 airplanes. I got 4 airplanes that are basically in bones, ready to be the pieces assembled, but I have no horns. I ordered them from another place. I'm not gonna say who, but I ordered a set, and the rest of my order came in. I had to send him a check for everything, and I'm missing four horns, and I need 4 sets, but I'm missing 4 horns, and I'd like to have some of those clamps you were talking about because I've always used the ones that have been causing problems. But
Yep. He was over here and made a whole slug of those.
well, I'd like to have some.
Yeah,
I'd
he
like to
did the
have 4.
machine. I did the supervision.
There you go.
I say
There you go.
I
Ain't
saw
nothing
was-
wrong with that.
he was playing machinist and I was just supervising.
Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But no, if you talk to him, ask him to get in touch with me. I'd like to get 4 sets. I've got
All
2.
right.
I've got the Pathfinder. I need a set for the Pathfinder, the Trailblazer. There's 2 other airplanes I can't think right now. I've been going at it all day. I saw Sparky this morning get on there early, and I turned him on. Was trying to listen to him while I worked in the basement. And I think we've both been going at it all day. If he's as tired as I am, I'm about brain dead at this point. I'm pooped, but I got a lot done. So, but I need enough for 4 airplanes and try to get some planes finished and in the air. I've been doing trying to get my painting done and working on a little bit of that. Getting ready to use some of that water paint, John. See how it turns out.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm gonna try to get it painted and then go over that with automotive clear. Hopefully that'll hold up, and we'll see what happens. I'm just playing, having a good time. I'm having as much fun as somebody with good sense.
Watch your overspray because we found out that if it falls on the floor and you can hardly, it hardly comes off of linoleum.
Ooh, I'm painting out in the driveway, so maybe I better put the cover down. Okay, I
Cover
can do
down.
that.
Yeah.
I can do that. I didn't think it'd stay wet that long. Usually it doesn't. I wet the ground down and then it usually is not a problem, but maybe I'll put the cover down.
I would suggest.
But anyway, just working. I'm getting a lot done. I'm trying to rework the basement, making room for my wife to have a paint room. And she paints like oil paint. And I'm trying to get her a place to paint, and then I'm trying to get a plane done, and I'm trying to get a lot done. I'm trying to do too many things at once, as usual. But what can I say? I worked for the city for 30 years. If you didn't have 5 balls in the air, something was wrong.
But
So,
thanks, Lynn. Thanks, Philip. And I got Lynn Burrell next, and then Howard Rush. Hey, Lynn, how's
Hey,
it going?
guys. Things are going, yep, moving right along. Just working on props and fuel still and trying to get lap times right and just keep working at it.
How's it coming out? Is it looking good?
What?
You're playing.
Oh, it's
lap
long ago
times that
finished.
feel
I've got
no,
probably 30, 40 flights on it now.
Very good.
no. How's it coming
yeah.
though?
How's the trim
I'm
coming?
still working. I'm still working at it.
Promising?
Fighting the good fight.
Are you going out tomorrow morning?
Yeah, first thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and go early. I'll text you when I leave.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, tomorrow's another day. Just out at the field and try to get things working better. Just a bucket load of props and 2 or 3 different kinds of fuel and keep working at stuff till I get things the way they need to be. You see, I had the setup working good on the weekend, and then I went to another batch of fuel, and now it's not working the same again.
Right.
It's very frustrating. It's like, oh no.
That is. Yeah.
Like I just got it worked out. It was working really good. I was getting between 5.2 and 5.3 second laps, and I was putting it on the ground stopped in 6:29, which is perfect for FAI.
Went to
Yeah.
the new fuel, totally different. It's like, oh no, come on. Now,
Find a
now where
gallon
do
that
I go?
works,
You
put a
know, where
cap
do I
on it, put it
go?
over in the corner and save it for the contest.
Well, no, it's over. It's gone. Like that jug is finished. Now I'm on to another jug.
No, I mean, if
Which
you
is
find
supposed
another
to be
jug,
with, oh yeah, yeah, exactly. So it's like now I'm on to another jug and it's supposed to be the same, but it's not running the same. It's running different.
yeah,
So, you know,
Yeah.
one flight, yeah, it's just, it's just
we've been having this
frustrating.
problem, so it makes me real happy I'm changing to electric. Drives me crazy.
No
I'm
comment.
glad to hear you. I'm glad to hear you're still
I'm
working
gonna
at
be,
that.
I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna say no comment. I'm just gonna be good.
Hey, that's okay. You don't have to have
It-
electric or IC,
it's
whatever makes you happy, you know?
it's like,
Hey,
you
I
know,
still, guys, I can say all I
I can
want to
fly
about
glow or
IC.
yeah.
I still have plenty of glow. Don't let me kid you.
Yeah, I fly.
Everything I have in old time and classic both have a glow motor in them. Everything but my Nobler. Everything else, there's
I said
5
to
of them down there that have glows. So
Yeah,
I said to
fly the
somebody
globe.
one day when I wasn't having a good day, I said, look I fly glow or I go. You decide. I'm flying glow or you won't, in other words, I'm going. You won't see me.
Yeah,
So, you
yeah.
know, it is what it is. Fly glow or I
I
go.
love the smell of nitro in the morning.
yeah, I would too if I could
It's all
smell,
good
but
fun. It's
yeah,
all in good fun. You know, I'm having fun and
Mhm.
that's all that matters.
That's
that's
right.
it.
All
That's
good.
it.
It's coming up.
It was getting a little bit intense on the weekend, and I just basically said, "Look, guys, here's the way it's going to go. I'm going to the world champs, and I'm going to have fun, and I don't care.
That's
Yeah.
It'll
it.
be what it'll be."
That's the attitude to have. Go
Yeah,
have
yeah,
I
fun.
mean,
yeah.
I mean, come on. I'm not going to go there and beat Orestes. I'm not going to go there and beat Dave Fitzgerald. Come on, let's get
Okay.
realistic here. I'm going to go and I'm going to have a good time.
But it
That's it.
might run perfect when you get there.
You never know.
That's right.
We'll hopefully have it sorted out before then. I got a few weeks left yet.
Yeah, you do. I don't see Howard Rush. He must be doing something. I see him, but
There he is.
got his mic.
Doing something. There he is.
There he is. Hey, Howard, how's it going? You're muted. You got to unmute your mic again.
I'm unmuted.
You are unmuted. I hear you now.
Yeah, and I'm out here at Circle One. I'm flying some stunt.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there goes an owl. I think kind of early for an owl, but an owl flies by Circle One at just after sundown every day and sits in the same tree. And I think the bunnies are on to him. So Mary Lou's advised him to come earlier, and I guess that's what he's doing.
All right.
Pretty's judging.
The air density now is 92.6% of sea level standard day, which is a lot lower than usual. You density altitude people can convert that if you want. But, usually it's like around 96 or so here. So see if this heavy dog will get through maneuvers without crashing. You'll be an eye.
More nitro.
More nitro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
More wing area.
Too late for that.
Yeah. I don't think you can change those things.
Less weight, but the nose is too short and it's all full of lead. So that's what
Uh,
All righty.
well, good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
All righty. Thank you very much, Howard.
Thank you.
All righty. Let me see here. So Stephen Smith, the original Steve Smith from St. Louis is in the house. Hey, Stephen, how you doing?
I'm good. Got to fly today.
All right.
Yeah, in between the raindrops for a while. Yeah, it rained this morning. And then it stopped, and a couple of us got a flight in, and then it started raining again. So we had to go under the pavilion. And less than 15 minutes later, it's stopped and started clearing up. So, yeah, we had a good day.
Who was out there with you?
It was me and Dan McEntee and Mark Hughes. And Sparky dropped. Oh, no, there he is. He couldn't make it because he's got to get his car worked on.
Yeah, and I won't be able to get it done until Thursday now.
Oh, no.
Yep. So if you want to come over Wednesday, you can drop me off. You know, when
Okay.
you're ready, we'll drop my car off.
Yeah, my wife made some plans for us tomorrow, but I'm open on Wednesday. So let me know what time.
Early in the morning, but I want to drop the car off, you know, later in the afternoon. So whatever.
Oh, okay. So I can come over and do some sanding and then we can go.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I got my fuel pump today with my propellers.
Oh, good.
This is the fuel pump.
Man.
That go in the fuel tank?
What's that?
That fuel pump go in the fuel tank?
Yes.
It looks like it is the fuel tank.
Yeah, really. It's pretty big.
It's got all the new hoses on it and all that shit.
Not too hard of a job to do. I've done that several times.
Yeah. You drop the fuel tank?
Yeah. I make sure it's almost empty and
Yeah.
then drop the fuel tank.
I've done that 3 times myself, 3 different cars.
I ain't doing it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's got more than 2 wheels. Sparky don't want to fool with it.
Well, I don't have a place to work on it. I have to do it in the street.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's no
never
good.
mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
done
that's
that.
no
that's
good.
really no
I've done
good.
that too in the street. It's no fun. I've done that too, but yeah, it's no fun.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
So you went flying your Spectra today, Stephen? Making progress on your pattern?
I hope so. Bob says I'm afraid of the ground, and that's true on some maneuvers.
Mm-hmm.
And Mark says I fly my overhead 8s in front of me. So, man,
Join the club, brother. Good grief.
yeah, I'm trying, but the head and body just don't go back like that anymore.
Here's the secret. I shouldn't tell you. Turn your back to the judges so they can't see that you're flying out in front of you.
Oh, I'm going to be looking out for that trick now. Oh,
You blew that one, Sparky.
You do realize he's a Nats judge,
I
right?
understand that.
Never tell a
I don't know
judge
if
your secrets.
everybody. I don't know. Is everybody in here a Pampa member?
No.
I am.
I am.
Because you should have gotten an invite for all Pampa meeting on Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
Oh,
Tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I didn't get no invite. No. Let's see.
What time and where, Steve? I hadn't heard anything about it.
Let's see. It
I think
is
it's 9 o'clock Eastern.
9 o'clock Eastern. Yeah.
Yeah.
So where's that in this newsletter?
No, it's probably in the email.
It's in an email.
I didn't get no email from them.
All right. I'll forward it to you. Who else didn't get an email?
I didn't get it.
Let me
Are
check.
you a member? You got to be a member.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a member.
Okay. So hang on. Let me jot this down. Okay. Sparky. Who else?
Philip?
Philip Bailey.
Yes, sir.
All right. Anybody else?
Robert Morrison?
Stuart?
Yep.
All right. That's 3. Anybody else?
I'm checking my email right now to see if I missed it or not.
Yeah. It would have been from Chris Rudd.
Okay, I'm checking my emails right now.
So it's 9 o'clock Eastern, just here?
It's a Zoom thing, so I'll send you the link.
Okay.
Huh. I don't see it, but that's not surprising.
Yeah, it's from Chris. And it says Zoom meeting invitation, Pampa 2024, all Pampa members invited.
Okay.
Tuesday, July 9th, 9 p.m. Eastern.
I did not get it. I'm looking at all my emails. No.
All right. Well, I'll.
Oh, I see it. I got it.
You got it. Good.
Yeah, I just put Zoom in my search, my email, and I found it. Yeah.
Okay. And Phil and Stuart, are your emails on the Pampa website?
I would assume, I would think
Okay.
so.
Okay. I'll check that to send it to you.
I don't know if mine ever got put on there. I have yet to receive anything from
All
Pampa.
right. Let me check. Let me check. I'm going to log in here.
Got something from Ed Waskey, but I didn't get anything from Chris Rudd.
Well, while you're doing
Member.
that, it's a good time for me to interject here. Jim Lee, I've been in touch with Jim Lee lately, and he told me that he has a new email address, and he wanted me to share it with everybody. You know, Jim Lee is like Jim Lee Machine Shop.
Yeah, he's got a new email.
New email. It's J as in Jim, then the word Lee, then 500, then 50. So 50050 at yahoo.com. So that's J as in Jim, the word Lee, 50050 at yahoo.com.
Cool. Phil, is yours P Bailey 667?
That's it.
That's it.
Okay, let me check Stewart's.
Did another run of t-shirts too. I'm looking for the link for you guys.
Oh, nice. What's your last name, Stuart?
Morrison. Morrison.
Morrison. Stuart Morrison. GG Stickers?
No. 99.
I'm sorry, what?
99. They have GG?
99
stickers.
at GG.
Oh.
.com.
Start again, Stuart.
99 stickers at gmail.com.
99 stickers. Okay. At Gmail?
Yep.
Okay, so you need to get into, you need to log into the Pampa website and get that corrected.
Okay.
If you can log in, you should be able to change it.
Okay.
I got the link, Sparky. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to forward this to you guys right now.
I got some nice shirts here.
Trying to find a picture that I can share.
Yeah, I can share this here with you real quick. I got it. Let me do this real quick. Share. I'll pick this here.
Jeez, I got it. Yep.
Here's just some of the shirts, some of the colors.
They're in. You can get whatever color you want. I mean,
Cool.
that was Marcus Cordilio's design. I thought I'd bring it back.
Yeah, it's an oldie but goodie, that's for sure. I think it's a classic. So Sparky posted the link in the chat box if you want to get the link to what I'm sharing. And
Okay, I just sent that, just forwarded that to you guys, so it should show up shortly.
Just got it. Thank you, sir.
We will try our darndest to be there.
Yeah, it's kind of the state of Pampa right now, and there's been several committees formed for various activities, and there's going to be a report from each committee. So I think it's worth attending.
very good.
Thanks, Steve.
Is it okay if I cut in for a minute?
Go ahead, Gordon. I think we got everybody. Anyways, go ahead.
My wife is yelling. I thought there's an emergency, and she's watching America's Got Talent. They have 1,000 quad chopper or what are they called?
Quadcopters.
Yeah, 6 guys flying 1,000 of them, and they're doing all these different formations, like the space shuttle and the side rockets falling away.
Oh,
Unbelievable.
very cool. That sounds very cool.
Yeah, very impressive.
Wow.
Crazy what computers can do.
You ought to see the fireworks display they did. No actual fireworks, just those things lighting up. It looked like all kinds of fireworks. It was amazing.
Oh, you got to see it?
I got to see
Bill?
part of it the other night. Yes, I got to see part of it, a few minutes of it. I just caught the last of it. Somebody called me and told me, you got to turn it to this channel. Oh, Lord. We got our TV coverage is spotty at best, but I managed to find it.
Wakey,
Easy for
wakey.
you to say, Sparky.
No, that was John Miller. John Miller thinks we're boring.
I
That
guess.
wasn't me.
I saw your mouth open wide.
I might have done that, but I didn't make any noise.
So was Sparky. Poor old Sparky, he's been up all day. I know it because I've been there too.
2 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, Lord, I
Oh
didn't
my
get up that early.
goodness.
I didn't get up that early.
Well, I was up 36 hours straight.
Mm.
Finally got
Wow.
to sleep.
When I was a young fella, yes, but not now.
Well, it wasn't my choice.
I can believe that.
I recently decided I'm going to start going to bed at midnight every day because you know what? I find when I stay up till something in the morning, I'm not good the next day.
Yeah.
Cranky, I'm tired, I'm difficult, I don't fly well. Yeah, it's got everything going wrong when I stay up after midnight.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start cutting out at midnight even on these nights because it's just,
Right. I understand.
I just find I'm a mess the next day if I stay up any later than midnight.
You got to have consistency is probably more important than anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to just make a little announcement. There's going to be a contest up in Wood and Arrows called the Palmer Memorial and the Knights Joust. That's going to be September 14th and 15th. I'm planning on going to that contest, so I would like to encourage people to come out there if they can. That's in South El Monte. That's Sparky's old stomping grounds a long time ago. And I've been going there for years. I always have a good time. And so the Palmer Memorial Knights Joust. So they're going to have old-time stunt, classic aerobatics, profile aerobatics, carrier, and slow combat on Saturday. And then on Sunday, they're going to have expert aerobatics, advanced, intermediate, beginner aerobatics, and then F2D fast combat. And there's going to be some special awards. There's the Pilot's Choice Award, and then there's the Bob Palmer Perpetual Award, which is based upon you get so many points for first place, second place, third place, and get to enter at least 3 events. And the one with the highest score gets the Perpetual Trophy that Bob Palmer has. I think it has is there a T-bird or is that a smoothie on top of the trophy?
T-Bird.
T-Bird. Okay, it's a nice
So
control.
you're going to enter the SV11 in slow combat?
That's fun. No, actually, advanced. I think advanced. I'm looking for a classic plane. I have quite a few classic planes that I have, but I have to sort one out. And I'm actually thinking about entering my stunt trainer, which is like a profile. I might fly that in Pampa if I get it flying good enough.
Is that park all paved now?
It's all paved. It's there might be a few cracks, but it's in pretty good shape. It's a good place. It really
It
is.
was all grass when I was there.
Yeah, we do have a grass section that's just for the combat and carrier, but yeah, we have actually 3 circles. One's a cage. I guess that's the speed cage, and then we have 2 outside the cage that's all asphalt. And
When I was there was no cage either. There was a tether car cage there.
the tether car has been actually lately it's been revamped. It's really nice. It's probably one of the nicest tether car.
I think there's only 2 in the whole country.
Yeah, that's probably the nicest one because it's pretty new.
Is that Whittier Narrows?
Yeah, Whittier Narrows.
Yeah, that's where the other permanent speed cage is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other one's here in St. Louis. There's only 2.
Okay. But we're talking about the tethered cars. We have tether cars there too. You have tether cars there in where you're at, Stephen?
No.
I don't know. I haven't seen any, but I'm sure you could do it.
No,
and we have a real nice speed car thing, tether car.
Tether car track is different than the speed cage.
Right.
Oh, that's right. It's got a like an angle, right?
Got a thing for them to stand on in the
Not
middle.
smaller too. Not as big
Yeah.
as speed cage. Speed cage is much bigger.
But I heard there was a speed cage at Whittier.
Yeah, there is. There is.
So you got a speed cage and a tether car.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you can get out there, that'd be great. September 14th and 15th.
That's the weekend before our contest. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it all the way to California.
A lot of driving.
The only reason I could legitimately go out there is to visit my son in Long Beach.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe you can plan next year.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, and then there's another contest, the Golden State Stunt Championships later on this year. I don't know what the date is yet, but I'll be going to those 2 contests for sure this year.
You were there during those years, weren't you, Gordon? In the late 60s, early 70s?
What's that?
You were there in the late 60s, early 70s at Whittier?
Yeah. Yeah, when I first started flying there, it was all grass.
Right. We used to go out early in the morning and light a fire in a 55-gallon drum and then eat a sandwich under the tree by the tether car. It doesn't sound like a park to me if it's all pavement.
Well, and then you had, when you landed, you had to dodge the gopher hole.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Gordon, have you ever heard Robin Williams' bit on how the Scots invented golf?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you need to look that up. Yeah, he talks about gopher holes. It's hilarious.
Yeah, he's a funny comedian. So.
Oh yeah. Hey Bob, I ordered a T-shirt.
Oh, good.
What color?
Blue, I think.
All right.
Yeah, I don't like red, and the green was too dark for my airplane, so I got to have bright green for that Spectre.
Yeah.
He's got a green wig and a green hat and green shorts and a green shirt.
I got a green shirt. I got a green hat. I got green lines. I got a green handle. I have a green line reel.
What?
You guys are getting too carried away.
Green sneakers.
You got a green hat? You?
Yeah, I got a green hat.
Go.
Just think that green was scrap.
Hey, do you have any of it left?
There might be a piece.
Yeah, I had to reattach. Well, not reattach, but reinforce the attachment on the outboard flap.
So I reinforced them all. So I got little holes that I need to cover up.
What, the hinges come loose or something?
Yeah, came loose from the airplane side.
Ah, the inboard.
I don't think that was you.
Oh, that's cute.
No, I don't think so either, because the flaps were glued on there when I.
Yeah, they were hot glued, I think. What you got there, Stuart?
Got a judge's question.
Uh-oh.
The other day, and I'm going, when I did my wing over, which if
Yeah.
you come up and you go straight over, right?
Yep.
So what happens if you come up and the plane goes on an angle like this, but it still comes straight over? You get docked because it isn't like this, or you know what I'm trying to get at? Because when I flew it,
Missed
kind
the
of
wind.
this, but it still came in a straight.
I'm watching the path, not
It's
necessarily the angle of the airplane. So as long as it's on the right path,
then you're
you
okay.
wouldn't be docked.
Okay, I kind of thought that's the way it'd be, but I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah, you might be I don't know, you might have some trim issue, but as long as
But
you're flying.
I think I caught the wind a bit, and when I brought it up, it flew straight across, but it was on a bit of an angle. Like normally I could pull it straight across, but the one day it just kind of flew like this a bit, but it still went kind of straight. And I think I was in the way of the wind. I was just off the wind a bit. So
Interesting. Well, yeah, we don't take the wind into account. So
yeah, I didn't know if the angle of the plane though made a difference. But
no,
you're
I would be watching the actual path.
yeah, the line straight across. Okay.
Right.
Curious, just out of
That's
curiosity.
it's hard to do anyway.
So okay.
What happens if when he does if he's doing the reverse wing over, the first time the plane's at an angle, second time it's not an angle. They're supposed to be exactly the same, right?
As long as they're on the same path,
Then you're okay.
then you're okay.
I just thought of that, and I was just curious if they dock you because we're on a bit of an angle.
Yeah, yeah. No, I get it.
The path is same. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
it's the path. Because you
sometimes-
might see an airplane that flies tail up or tail down on a level flight.
Right.
And it doesn't matter as long as the path is on that plane.
Okay. Yep. Just good to know, I guess.
Well, guys, I'm gonna cut out. I'm gonna go to bed.
All right. Thanks for coming in, Sparky.
Good night, Bob. I'll
Good
see
day,
you
buddy.
Wednesday.
All right, see ya.
Have a good one.
Well, I think we're all caught up. So maybe we'll
I have all that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
we go right into the after party. So let me just end the live stream portion. We can continue on. Anyway, so I want to thank everybody for coming in.
Did Stuart and Phil get my email?
Yep, I got it.
Okay,
Yeah,
good,
thank you.
good. Well,
Thanks.
see you Tuesday then.
Yep, should do.
Howard's flying.
All righty.